Thomas, Justice Alito, Justice Sotomayor, Justice Kagan.
Yeah, I wanted to take you back to my opening questions and then Justice Alito's question about how your case is different from my hypothetical. And maybe the way to sort of cut through some of this is to not make it a hypothetical and just ask about your client. So Mike and Mary go into your client. We love your graphics. We saw them someplace else. We love how this looks. Here's what we want. We want a standard site, our names, the picture, the hotels, the registry, you know, just that. And you say, okay, don't you?
Yes, assuming all the details line up with the message that she's willing to create.
Yeah, I mean, then they say, we don't want your scripture. That's all right with you. They don't have to have scripture.
No, they don't have to.
Yeah, they can just have a standard site, right? Okay. So now it's not Mike and Mary, now it's Mike and Mark, and they want the identical site. We saw Mike and Mary's site, we loved it. We're getting married, you know, all they want to change is the date maybe, or, you know, their names, whatever. We loved it. And they don't get it. And the question, and you say no, right? You wouldn't be up there if you weren't going to say no, right? They can't get that site.
Yes, because the same words can even convey different meanings.
Yeah, so then, I mean, the difference is one couple is opposite sex, one couple is same sex. How is this, you know, what are the different meanings? What is the speech that your client is expected, is required to provide in the way I expressed it to you?
The purpose of the websites is to celebrate an upcoming wedding. It's to announce a wedding. And
it is to announce a wedding. I mean, this is a standard site, you know, there's not a whole lot of, gosh, isn't this great? It's just like, here's the registry, you know? It's announcing the wedding, it's announcing where to get the hotel reservations and so forth, right? So what speech is being, I mean, that's what websites do, just like it's what invitations do, right? So, you know, next we'll have the stationer up there saying, you know, we print the stationery, right? I mean, that would be the same. It is announcing the wedding. What's the speech that's been required of your client that I mean, I'm going to have lots of questions for these guys too, but in that context, what is the speech that is required of your client that would violate the First Amendment?
She believes that same-sex weddings contradict Scripture, and she's announcing a concept of marriage that she believes to be false. And in addition to that,
I mean, but that just sounds to me like I would be participating in a wedding, I would be, you know, lending my services to a wedding. You know, as Justice Sotomayor suggested, the florist, the baker, and the guy who provides the chairs are also providing the services in a wedding that they don't like. So why are they any different?
the person providing the chairs isn't providing speech, but when you are engaging in symbolic speech, whether that be through the creation of a custom wedding cake or a custom wedding website, you are creating speech.
Even though the site doesn't say anything about that. It doesn't say, wow, gay marriage is a wonderful thing. It doesn't even say, you know, we're here to celebrate this wonderful marriage, in my hypothetical. It doesn't even say that.
Again, the announcement of the wedding itself is a concept that she believes to be false, and the entire purpose behind the compelled speech doctrine is to avoid these ends by avoiding these beginnings. It's to ensure that individuals don't speak messages that betray their conscience, and that applies just as much to the Democrat as to the LGBT or the Black cross sculptor.
Thank you.